Call a special meeting at council order for Tuesday, April 9th. Approval of the agenda. Council Kirby. Seconder. Council Majinski. One item on it, new business 3.1. Northern Health Lab Tech temporary relief attraction. Council forward the following motion from Monday, April 8, 2019, policies and priorities committee meeting. Recommendation, Councilor Al.
That council approve an unbudgeted amount of $1,000 per week for 4 weeks to be made available for Northern Health for a lab tech temporary relief attraction.
Seconder. Councilor Majinski. Discussion. I have one thing. I mean, I'm fully in favor of that and will support it. And whether we add it to this motion or do another motion afterwards about sending a letter or email to our MLA, to Northern Health, and to the Minister of Health's office. So they are aware of what we just did. You know, I'm sure Northern Health's going to realize that when Mr. Wall contacts them, but maybe the ministry needs to realize what this committee has just done to make sure we have lab. Councilor Howe?
I have no problem with you making that motion on a separate motion, and we can vote on the merits of that one for sure. So,
any more discussion on the motion on the floor? All in favor? Office in regards to the previous motion. Seconder? Councilor Kirby? Any discussion? Councilor Howe?
so what for staff's knowledge, like what are we looking for in this letter? We're looking to say like it's got so bad in Tumbler Ridge, and we're ready to put our money where our mouth is. If we need to sweeten the pot on this and other deals, or are we just going to say this on this one particular issue? We need to let you know that we think 23 days is unacceptable, and we need to sweeten the pot for this particular employee, or whatever we need to do to get somebody in. Maybe it won't work at all, but what's the gist of the letter? Just about this circumstance?
To me, it would be just about the circumstance at this time, just with Mr. Helm coming in last night as an invited delegation.
Okay.
He mentioned in regards how it's never been seen before in Tumbler Ridge for
Unprecedented.
for a lab tech. I mean, I'm assuming any position like that for 23 days with no coverage,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they should be made aware of it. Whether Northern Health actually made the ministry aware, I'm thinking maybe not. And I bet you Mike McBurney is not unaware at this time.
Okay.
He might have been aware of it today, but I would think not previous to last night.
I
Go ahead.
Sorry.
That's all.
I would think that we would also need to explain that this is not the first instance for us in Tumbler Ridge. Maybe this is the first time it's been 23 days, but I think it needs to be explained that the work-life balance is not in place for people that are nurses, lab techs, and x-ray in Tumbler Ridge. That's what I'm hearing from those people over in that building. That's what I hear from people that used to work here. That's what I hear from people that had to leave because they could not handle the stress of being on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's not fair. And that's what people are looking for, is that work-life balance that they need to get figured out. And if that means they need to hire an additional person to fill spots in here, then that's what they need to do. But for them to go in and just continue to plug the hole so another one can open somewhere else on the boat is not going to fix the problem. We need additional help here in Tumbler Ridge, and if it needs to be for the region, it needs to be for the region. But that's
and I don't disagree with you, Mr. Wall. Maybe you could draft a letter and send it out. Do we need to add to it? Would that be possible, Mr. Wall?
Yeah, I think with this going, especially to the ministry's office, it should come on the mayor's letterhead anyway. So I can help Mayor Bertrand or yourself, if you're in the acting mayor role, draft a letter, and you can send it out to council for any consultation or review that you wish. I especially think with the politically charged nature of this, it would be better coming from the mayor's office than administration.
Good, and I really appreciate that insight. So if council's okay with that, that's how we can do it. Mm-hmm. Draw something up, and if there's some points that need to be added that was missed, we can add it to the letter and then send it off. But I just think we need to do that step too, besides just the incentive of cash. Councilor Majinski?
Thank you, Acting Mayor Papa. I fully understand what Will said, because I had the same conversation today with an individual about the work-life balance, and it is deterring people if they're on call full-time and they have to actually book time off and have somebody come in to cover them, which is unacceptable, I think. So to have the extra person plus another part-time or however that works, I think that maybe should be in the letter as a work-life balance issue there, just because we are losing people. I think that should be part of that.
I fully agree, and I mean, I think we're going to lose more before too long. Like, we're going to lose another nurse or two before too long. And I think it comes down to the work balance. You know, people aren't getting time off, and to me, Northern Health's burning their staff up. So, any more discussion about that motion, Councillor Howell?
I just want to say that the letter should touch on the work-life balance. Not the first time that this has happened in Tumbler Ridge, and that this is not only for this position, but it's also for other positions, i.e. nurses. Those are the things I want to make sure and that are touched on in that letter. And also that we are working with our local Northern Health representative, both Charles Helm, Chief of Staff, and Peter Martin. We are working with both of them to try to find solutions. And Peter has found some ideas and some solutions about some stuff they're going through, but it's just not there yet. It's not suitable for us.
No, I agree, and I think if we can capture that, we'll capture that, and then send it out to council for any, if it's missed, Councillor Howell, you can add it.
Sure.
Councilor Majinski?
Thank you, Acting Mayor Kalko. Would it be a good idea to have the Chief of Staff to review it as well before it gets sent out? Just to make sure that all the information on there is correct, saying that the nurses, or they might even have other people that would be affected?
I think if it's coming from the mayor's office, like, council, I know Councillor Howell sits as a chair of the task force. So
Perfect.
we got quite a bit of information there, and I think, he's already hit a couple of topics. It's not just about lab, we're talking nurses, we're talking, whatever other position, but I think if council gets
As long
to
as
see the letter
everything's
before it
100%
goes
covered.
out, Mayor Bertrand's back for tomorrow, I believe, so as long as he's in town, maybe we can get a draft that up in a couple of days and then send it to council. Councillor Howell?
And because they have a strict policy on communication through the media and stuff like that, I don't think he would be able to really comment on ours and give us his honest opinion. It would be a structured opinion. So I think it needs to come from us. This is the way we see it. Perhaps we're wrong, but this is the way we see it, and we've had enough.
I understand.
Any more discussion? Okay, all in favor of the motion on the floor? Carried. Question and answer. Trent, any questions?
2 minutes longer than I was expecting. No, actually, I just wanted to ask, what's the name of the committee that Will is sitting on, just so I can credit him as the chair?
The chair? Mayor Health Task Force. That's all?
Because I didn't have that in
Yep, no problem. That's everything from you?
Yep.
5.1 for adjournment recommendation. Councillor
Motion to adjourn.
seconded. Councillor Howell, all in favor?